If you're an entrepreneur, you've been told time and time again that in order to sell your products or your services, you have to go to networking events. But unfortunately, for many of us, going to networking events doesn't seem to work. It's just not as effective as we're told it will be. There's a reason for that, and I'll explain. Hi, my name is Ray Abram. If you're new to me, I'm a networking coach. I help entrepreneurs and executives make more money by becoming better at networking. So you're going to networking events and you've been going for some time now and getting out and meeting people, but you come home with just a handful of business cards and you've given out a handful of business cards and you go home and you wait for someone to call, or maybe you spend the next day or so reaching out to some promising prospects, but it just doesn't seem to work. And there's a reason for this, and it's something I call the 3% rule, which basically is that in any given market or any room, 3% of the people in that room need or want the service or product that you're offering. If you're a real estate agent and there's 100 people in the room, three of them are looking for a house right now. Now, that may not sound too terrible. However, is three people, but why would they buy from you? And that's really your challenge. Is you meet these three people, you've given them your card, you wait for them to call, but they don't. And that's because they don't have a connection with you yet. So what the 3% rule simply allows you to do is understand that while there will be some people in the room who need whatever it is that you're selling, the real goal of networking is to convince them to buy from you and not buy from someone else. And that actually takes some time and is very difficult to do in the few minutes that you chat at a networking event. The real goal of a networking event and how to make it work more effectively for you is to first have a demographic idea of the type of people that you want to meet. Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be in your network? And that can be potential customers, potential partners, potential suppliers, because every entrepreneur doesn't just need customers. You also need people who can send you customers, referral sources. You also need people who can provide the raw materials for whatever it is that you're selling. You need people who can be colleagues, mentors, who can help you, who've gone where you're trying to go. And so these are the type of people that you want to meet and then spend some time building a relationship with them. And it doesn't have to be years. It can be as short a time as a few days, a few weeks. But what's important is that you invest time into getting to know people. Start thinking about networking as an investment as opposed to a transaction. And I think that's really what the key to why people get frustrated with networking is you think of networking as you'll go to a place, show somebody your business card, they'll be so impressed, they pull out their checkbook. And that rarely, if never, happens. What networking allows you to do is meet good people who you've previously identified by the type of people they are, by the type of occupation they have, by the type of people that you need to have to support your business. You've identified these types of people in advance so that when you meet them at a networking event, you're likely to know that that person is there, and now you can add them to your network and begin the process of building a relationship with them. So it's not about meeting someone at a networking event, selling them on your product and service and convincing them to buy from you that day. It's about building a relationship with the right type of people, the type of people that you've identified previously, building a relationship with them so that when they have the need, when they get into the 3%, they'll think of you. because everybody goes through cycles. Everybody at some point in their life is going to need a place to live. They're going to need a car. They're going to need financial advice. They're going to need whatever it is that you sell. Everybody at some point, pretty much everybody at some point in their life is going to need whatever you sell, maybe just not today. The goal of networking is to identify people who are more likely to need what you sell in the short term, and then build a relationship so that when they do have that need or they come across someone who has that need, they will likely buy from you or refer someone to you. So that's really how you make networking events work in your favor. Instead of going there with an attitude of, I'm going to try to sell to everybody tonight, and if I don't sell anything, it's a disappointment. The mindset is, I want to meet some good people tonight that I can build relationships with and sell to in the near future. If you feel this information was helpful, definitely subscribe to this channel. I love helping entrepreneurs and executives become better networkers. And if you want to become a better networker, feel free to connect with me on all of my channels, Instagram, Facebook, here, and I'll be giving information on how you can become a great networker. Talk to you later.